Hello everybody, today I'm at work and I was thinking about what to make for dinner and yeah, it's Sunday, I'm working late and something quick. Then something went on my mind when I was working and it's thing called Kopenhagener Steak. That's very easy to do, quick and good if you in a hurry after work and tired and don't have much time. So I'm gonna drive through my beautiful little town on my way home and film that, of course, so you can see how beautiful I live. So welcome. So I'm home and now I'm gonna bake this Copenhagen steak. That's yeah, you can say it's like you do Swedish meatballs or beef, small steaks, beef steaks. It's the same recipe, you can say, in the foundation. So if you want to do meatballs, you can do it the same way and the same spices. But now I'm going doing a Copenhagen steak. That's a big steak put in the oven, and it's a really nice dish that as a meat lover I love it. So what am I gonna use? I'm gonna have about 400 to 500 grams of ox beef. That's you see, cut up like this. I'm gonna do some raw fried potatoes, salt of course, and I have this rolled oat, havregryn in Swedish, rolled oat. Looks like that, yeah. I have 2 onions, one that I'm gonna use to mix with the meat. The other one is I'm gonna have raw on the meat after, but I'm gonna show you. Some crumb bread, ströbröd. I have 3 fresh eggs, some pepper, and I like, you don't have to put this in, but I like some little bit with this allspice, you call it, I think, in English, allspice. Kryddpeppar on Swedish. Maybe you can Google it in your language, you find it. And I have 2 deciliter of water. And on the top, when it's ready later, I'm gonna have some beetroot, both that's cut, and I'm gonna use whole ones too. And I'm gonna mix in this. So let's start. I start with the rolled oat. I take almost a deciliter, as you can see, put it in here. Then I'm gonna take the crumblings. It is about 4 tablespoons of that. So you can see this is bread that's dried, and I take 4 tablespoons of that. I think the English name is crumblings, but it's the same you do when you do schnitzel and stuff like that. Dried bread, yeah. And I'm gonna mix this with the water. So I take these 2 deciliter water, and I'm gonna put it in here. So, yeah, and I'm gonna mix that together with a wooden spoon. So I have mixed it together. I'm gonna put about one teaspoon of salt in. So some of the allspice, just freebie a little bit. It's not so. It's about maybe a half tablespoon. So, and now I'm gonna take some black pepper too, and I need both hands to that, of course. And I take about 1 teaspoon or 2, depends on if you like black pepper or not. So I mixed it together, looks like this, and I'm gonna let it be and be thicker for about 10 minutes, and it's gonna suck up all the water and be thicker. So wait 10 minutes after you mix this all, and then it's time to put in the meat and the onion. And meanwhile I'm waiting the 10 minutes, I put on the oven at 175 degrees. So it's warm, and I'm gonna put it in the oven in this. And I'm gonna chop up onion very small, because I'm gonna mix it with the meat, of course. And then I'm gonna peel my potatoes while I'm waiting, and chop up that too. So let's start. And of course, as always, I forgot something. I'm gonna use butter. You can, of course, if you don't have butter, you can use oil. But I'm gonna put some butter in there and melt it a little bit before I put the meat in there. And I'm gonna melt some butter too that I take with this while it's in the oven, and every 5-10 minutes to put on some butter, so it's get a nice color. All right. So as you can see, I took about one tablespoon of butter in this, and now I'm melting it in the pan. And I took about 2 tablespoons and melt the butter in the pot, and then I'm gonna put it on the top of the meat later. So let's go. So now it went 10 minutes, and you can see it has swollen a little bit. So I cut up one of the onions and put it on the meat, and I'm gonna mix it in here. And I also cut up the potatoes, as you can see, in rather small pieces, because it's raw, and when you fry it, it goes a little bit faster, and I like it. So you do, of course, as you want. And I was thinking maybe I do a little easy sauce to it too. So I took only 3 deciliter of water, and I'm gonna make a very, very simple sauce to this. And I take a broth, just put it in, and I'm gonna boil. So I'm gonna have 3 deciliter of broth. And then I'm gonna put some maizena in there to make it thicker only. So, and some pepper maybe. But you can all, of course, use flour too if you want, just to make it thicker. And this is called a skysås in Swedish. Normally you do it in the pan after you fry the meat, but we're gonna serve the meat in the same pan as we fry it. So that's why I do it like this. And I find this in my refrigerator from another evening when I made some another dish. You know, the fermented cucumber, and I saved the stuff that it's in, and I'm gonna put a little bit just to give a little taste to. So I'm gonna put it in, and this is absolutely not necessary, of course, but if you don't have it, but I saved it for times like this. Just a little, couple of, yeah, maybe 1 tablespoon of it, and it's gonna give it a great taste, that too. So now I'm gonna put in the meat and mix. So I put the meat in this, and I'm just gonna mix it as good as I can. You can, of course, use your hands. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna wash my hands and I'm gonna mix it all together. And now I mixed it with my hands a little bit, and I'm gonna take 1 egg and put in and keep on mixing it. So that's 1 egg. So I start with this again, and then I take my hands. Just mix it together as good as you can. So I made a big steak of the meat, and it looks like this. Normally you fry it in the pan 7 minutes on each side, but I always think it's difficult to turn around a big one like this and make it whole and look good. So that's why I'm gonna make it in the oven. So I'm just put on some high heat now on this pan. So I'm gonna fry it on the underside a little bit quick, so it gets a little bit color. And then I put it in the oven in 175 degrees and let it be there until it's have a nice color. And meanwhile I put another pan with some butter in it. You can use oil, of course. And in this one I'm gonna fry the potatoes. So, and I do it on medium heat because I don't want it to burn, because it's raw and it takes a little bit longer time to make it fried all through. So use medium, and I'm gonna put some salt on this, of course. And here I did the sauce with the broth you saw, and just maizena and some black pepper, and let's see how it tastes. It's very good. You see it's thick and nice, but that's not necessary if you don't want to. You can, of course, buy a ready sauce if you're lazy, and yeah, whatever you want. But I like it to the potatoes with some. In Sweden we eat a lot of sauce. So I'm gonna fry the potatoes. I think that's ready for the oven now. So I put it in, and we're gonna leave it there for until it's have a nice color on the top. And before I forgot, I gonna put on some butter with this too. Okay. I need my both hands. So I'm frying the potatoes. It takes a little while. You have to work with it a little bit so it don't burn in the bottom, but use medium temperature. And now I'm gonna put on some more butter on the meat. Let's do it. Oh, the potatoes are ready now, and I put them over on a plate like this. Look, they are very soft inside. It's have a nice color to it, and I like the little bit flavor of the bottom. I have to try one more. This is going to be bellissimo. So, and I have chopped up the last onion too. So this is going to be raw on the meat later. But now I'm going to fry the last 2 eggs on the same pan as the potatoes. So I'm just pour them in here and gonna fry them. Of course, a little bit salt on the eggs. And so I have taken out the pan. I have a nice color to it, the meat. It's perfect. And I'm gonna put on some raw onions. And ladies and gentlemen, let me proudly present my last creation. Ba-da-ba! This is the Danish. You have the meat under, you have the raw onions, you have the beetroot. I have both holes and cut, and the eggs on, and I made a simple sauce I put on, and I'm just gonna serve it at the table like this. I hope you like it and enjoy it. Have a nice day or evening. Bye bye.